through 75 counties and hundreds of investigations. From the most violent crimes to petty infractions. This is Arkansas Crime Watch with Kevin Kelly.
Bullets fly inside a Benton McDonald's, and tonight this man, 59-year-old Lawrence Perrin, is behind bars facing a slew of charges. Good evening and thanks for watching Arkansas Crime Watch on Fox16.com. I hope you and your family are safe. I'm Kevin Kelly. The shooting happened earlier this week inside a McDonald's in Benton. The victim, a co-worker of Perrin's. Our Susan El Khoury explains what happened and what it took for police to track the suspect down.
Yeah, the McDonald's is back open, but earlier this whole area was roped off after police say the man who caused that shooting led them right back here.
We don't know what sparked what.
Tire tracks mark where a fast food server tried to make a quick getaway.
Well, anytime you have a shooting inside your city, it's concerning.
That happened hours after Benton police say Lawrence Perrin shot a coworker inside this McDonald's.
Well, I'm not sure necessarily what all transpired yet because they're still investigating that part.
Officers say he left the woman injured, then drove off.
She's been, sent to an area hospital and we don't even know that her current conditions as of yet.
Detectives tracked down her accused shooter by pinging his cell phone. It put him just up the road where police say he tried to get away again.
There was a short vehicle pursuit.
But he didn't make it past this off-ramp, which just so happens to be across from the scene of the crime.
And we were able to take him into custody.
Only a step in a case that's far from closed.
I'm sure the whole entire community is wanting answers, but as of it stands right now, we don't have a whole lot.
Police tell me they will be looking over surveillance video from inside the store. In Benton, Susan El Khoury, back to you.
Police are still trying to figure out what sparked the shooting in the first place, and the condition of the victim has yet to be released. As for Lawrence Perrin, he now faces a number of charges that include criminal attempt, battery in the first degree, fleeing, tampering with evidence, possession of firearms, and false imprisonment. He remains in jail with no bond. Little Rock police are investigating a shooting that left one man injured. It happened Tuesday at a hotel on Scott Hamilton Drive. According to a police report, 49-year-old Samuel Kabir told police he met a woman at the America's Best Value Inn & Suites on Scott Hamilton Drive. When they went to her room, two other men were inside, so Kabir ran away and got in his car. That's when one of the men shot him. He made it to a nearby gas station where a clerk called 911. The victim is expected to survive. So far, no arrests have been made. 18-year-old Derek Jermaine Parks is behind bars in the Pulaski County Jail facing first-degree murder charges. Deputies say Parks is the person who shot and killed a man Thursday night in College Community Park. The sheriff's office says a large group of people gathered at the park when a fight broke out, and that's when shots were fired. Responders rushed the critically injured man to the hospital where he later died. Little Rock police investigating a homicide that happened Friday morning near South Gaines. Police say while on patrol, they made contact with a woman who said she had been shot. Upon further investigation, they found a man in a house dead from a gunshot wound. Officers have not released his identity or any suspects so far, but for updates on this story, be sure to visit our website, fox16.com. A Little Rock man is behind bars after his 5-week-old daughter is found with a number of injuries. 25-year-old Eric Hegwood was arrested earlier this week after questioning by police. Authorities say the little girl suffered head trauma, shoulder bruising, abrasions under her chin, and a busted lip. Hegwood was charged with felony battery and booked into the Pulaski County Jail. Turning now to our crime report, North Little Rock police still trying to figure out who left a man lying dead in the middle of the road. Investigators say 27-year-old Kaylon Luckadoo was found on Arkansas Avenue 9 days ago, just before 10:30 in the morning. Police have not said how he died, but did say there was trauma to his body. The state crime lab is now working to identify the exact cause of death. No suspect information has been released. A 70-year-old woman charged with first-degree murder after authorities say she killed her own husband. Jefferson County deputies arrested this woman, Ella Simmons, last Sunday. According to deputies, they were called to a home on the 10,000 block of Princeton Pike and found 64-year-old Robert Simmons unresponsive. He died an hour later. According to the report, the two got into an argument and that she said she was being verbally abused. She also told authorities she wasn't going to allow her husband to, quote, put her hands on her, so she shot him. Simmons was booked into the Jefferson County Jail. 51-year-old Cecil Darren Farrell behind bars and charged with negligent homicide after leaving the scene of a fatal crash. Sherwood police arrested him on Thursday in connection to a July 18th crash that killed 59-year-old John Mundell, who was riding his bike along Arkansas Highway 107. Farrell was booked into the Pulaski County Jail and is being held with no bond. We turn now to the Crime Tracker report. One man is dead after an officer-involved shooting in Pope County. This happened on Wednesday. It happened in the 600 block of Hickey Mountain Loop. That's in the London community. Our Alexis Wainwright explains what happened.
State police say that 53-year-old Glenn A. White was shot and killed by a Pope County deputy Wednesday. I talked with his family, who says they're still in shock.
Unbelievable.
Emotions are hard to put into words for Keith Whitney.
It's really tough.
After he lost his brother-in-law. This all happened around 5:15 Wednesday afternoon when the Pope County Sheriff's Office responded to a call about a suicidal person. State police say a deputy shot White after he approached the deputy with a knife. Whitney says White recently lost his father and had a lot to drink. They took his keys from him and several knives he had. He says things quickly escalated when the deputy arrived.
Everybody scattered when the cop got out. I was afraid actually of possibly getting hit by indiscriminate fire.
He says the deputy shot White 4 times. And the entire family witnessed it because they were in the front yard. But now he's questioning their actions.
Plenty of time for them to have shot him with a taser. I seen a taser come out of a holster and get aimed at him and never fired.
White's body was taken to the state crime lab for an autopsy. Meanwhile, Whitney describes his brother-in-law.
Glenn was not a violent individual, and he'd do anything for anybody that he could. And I never ever dreamed in a million years that his life would end in a way like this.
This is still a very active investigation. The prosecuting attorney has to decide whether the use of deadly force by a law enforcement officer is consistent with the state laws. Reporting in Pope County, Alexis Wainwright, back to you.
A 20-year-old man arrested on suspicion of rape. The Faulkner County Sheriff's Office arrested Ian Rogers last weekend. He's accused of raping 3 teenagers. He now faces 9 rape charges. He's being held in the Faulkner County Jail. Police in Helena, West Helena, still searching for the person who shot and killed a man last Sunday. Police found 23-year-old Jacob Clayton on the front yard of a home on South Ashlar Street. He was taken to the hospital and later died from a gunshot wound. Police believe the shots were fired from a gray 2005 Toyota Camry with tinted windows and a temporary Arkansas tag. The Pulaski County Sheriff schedules a Facebook Live town hall to answer your questions and concerns about how COVID-19 is affecting deputies. Here's the information you need to know. It will take place this Tuesday, March 31st at 11 a.m. The live town hall broadcast will air on the Pulaski County Sheriff's Office Facebook page. If you have questions for Sheriff Eric Higgins, you can send them via Twitter to @SheriffPulaski, or you can log on to Facebook and post them on the Pulaski County Sheriff's Office Facebook page. Tonight's Mug of the Week goes to Devontae Frashun Adams Eugene. He was booked into the Pulaski County Jail on March 25th and faces 2 charges of carrying a prohibited weapon and aggravated assault. His bond set at $3,000. As we leave you, here's a look at Arkansas's most wanted. We do want to remind you all of the suspects you've seen tonight are innocent until proven guilty in the court of law. Remember, if you have any information on any of these cases we talked about tonight, you're asked to call your local police department. Thanks for watching Arkansas Crime Watch. I'm Kevin Kelly. Be smart, be safe, and if you see something, say something. I'll see you tomorrow night on Fox 16 News at 5:30 and 9.